FCF is the Fibrolamellar Cancer Foundation. It was put together by a patient with fibrolamellar cancer, Tucker Davis, about 15 years ago. At the time he was diagnosed, very, very little was known about this disease. And his parents just moved mountains to try to get more information.
Oh, Tucker. Tucker was 6'5". We called him our gentle giant. He was a sweetheart. A sweetheart. One day on the way to chemo, I was driving him, he said, "You know, Mom, I hope there's a cure in my lifetime, but if there's not, you and Dad have to find one." And I said, "We will. How can you not?" If you're a parent, you can relate to the scariest thing ever as a parent, to lose your child and to live with your child knowing he's dying.
It was a huge mass that had taken over my liver and was coming out of my liver and then grew like moss all over my abdomen.
It was like grapefruit size. It was scary.
When they told me what it was, I went on the internet, and the only thing that was on the internet was death rates. Once it spreads, you're dead within 3 years.
You know, he said, your reality is you have less than 3 months at most.
This is a disease that impacts people at the very beginnings of their lives, when the whole world of potential is open before them.
Coming to this retreat last year was the highlight of my year, because it was the only time, or the first time, that I had been around people with this cancer.
We got so much speed, but not any direction. Yeah.
To meet other people who understand that kind of pain is a real bonding kind of experience. It's a difficult diagnosis. And I think that brings us together.
This place is just really, really helpful in not feeling alone, you know?
FCF is a unique organization in that we're 100% focused on finding effective treatments for this very rare disease. Because of that, we're willing to make some high-risk, high-reward investments that other funding agencies won't.
It's working. It is. Raising $18 million in the last 15 years has not been easy. Now we've got, 24 institutions all over the world studying fibrolamellar with our seed money. And we're launching now into clinical trials. They're expensive.
I joined the clinical trial because I wanted to help others and essentially experience science firsthand. If I couldn't go on an adventure to climb a mountain somewhere, at least I could be adventuring with science and going into the future. I was diagnosed with cancer in June of 2023. I started my first treatment. It was successful. My husband joined me out in Baltimore, had my second treatment, and 4 days later, my husband passed away, and I became a widow. I think the big milestone was after the first CT scan. About 2 months into the trial, the doctors and staff came in and they were smiling. And then they started looking at scans, and we saw that one of the lung nodules that prior to this vaccine, and from my understanding in the literature, is incurable without surgery, was gone completely, and the spot on my liver is shrunk. I fully believe I'm getting cured of cancer. Not just cancer, I have stage 4 metastatic liver cancer. I am 32 years old, I'm a widow, and I might be helping change history. No matter how challenging things can be, there's always room for hope, and it comes sometimes from the most curious of places.
Go!
Thank you so much.